Well, hello there. No matter when, where, how you're watching this, good morning, good day, good evening. This is Nougan, your friendly, mumbling average gamer. Happy New Year! Happy New Year of the Dragon! 恭喜發財! Well, I like to say that, that's in Cantonese, by the way, because that literally means congratulate on your windfall of wealth. Pretty bad translation, but accurate in the sense that quite literally that's what it means. Because most people doesn't know what it means, and it's actually pretty good. Because it means not only am I wishing you, having good wealth and fortunes, I'm saying, congratulate, you already have a windfall of wealth. Yeah, so it's a slightly different meaning. I just want to explain that. Anywho, welcome to Headquarters World War II. So what is this? This is an upcoming World War II turn-based strategy game. So it's supposed to come out in Q2 of this year, Q2 2024. I'm quite excited about it because you guys know I do love World War II war games and especially strategy games, starting back all the way from Panzer General, and then later on the different successors of Panzer General. In recent years, future successor of Panzer General, basically the Panzer Corps, to the latest is Panzer Corps 2. That has been one of my go-to in terms of World War II strategy game, turn-based, because I'm slow, so I like turn-based. I know there are many different strategy games, war games around, but that strike a balance in terms of high level enough, it's also fun with decent graphics that can let me live my dream of being a army commander of either the Allied or Axis forces back in World War II. But Panzer General or Panzer Corps, they're at a high level, right? So each of the unit that I control in those games are more like controlling an army of multiple different units of different equipments or infantry companies. So yeah, I think they're probably at a company level. So it's not like I'm controlling individual tanks or a squad of infantrymen. So there are certain things that doesn't feel like something at a lower level that I would face with. For example, there's not as much in terms of directional positioning of your units in those games. And the absolute opposite would be World of Tanks, another game that I like, but of course that's not a strategy game. That one is I'm actually controlling one individual tank, in which I would need to know how to position my tanks, trying to make sure my strongest armor, which is usually the front, will be facing the enemies, right? And how, in terms of accuracy of each of the tanks, the use of armor would make a difference in the battle. So it's like too extreme, right? I play World Tanks, and it's really down to the individual tank. And then I play Panzer General or Panzer Corps, which is at a much higher level. So what's so special about Headquarters World War II, for me at least, is now in this game, I will be controlling like a platoon of individual units back in World War II. So I would be controlling individual tanks, small squads of teams of infantry, could be a machine gunner team. So usually just 3 or 4 soldiers, or a small rifle team would be another 4 or 5 infantrymen. At this level, I would also have to deal with the positioning of my tanks and other vehicles too, like scout cars or self-propelled guns, because again I would need to consider the armoring of these units. Right, for tanks, for example, as I mentioned, the frontal armor is the strongest, side armor is usually a little bit less, and the rear back armors are the weakest. Besides, it gets feels a little bit more personal in terms of each of the units, right? So this game and the way it plays also reminds me of a miniature tabletop game that I used to play with some of my friends. It's called Axis and Allies Miniatures. So those are those games. We have actual, physical miniature models of individual tanks and infantry units, planes, artillery pieces that we would basically play on some paper maps with grids, and each of the units comes with their statistics cards that gives them different representation of their strength, of their defense or their armors, or the range of attack. And when we fight, we go in turns, and the battles basically decide on a placement of our units, the terrains based on the map, and we'll be rolling dices. So to determine whether we make a successful hit, and when we do hit, how much damage we deal. So it was really fun, and it's quite expensive back in the days too, because we have to buy these units and the costs that come with them, and they're not cheap, and some of them is kind of random. You buy a box which contains X amount of, it could be 10 or it could be 7, or I forget exactly the number of units in each box, but you don't know exactly what kind of units you're getting, and you just know that a set amount of types of units you're getting. So to collect everything, you need to keep buying. So I used to spend a lot of money with my friends to try to collect all the different units in order to play them in our battles. So I don't know, it was really fun. We haven't played for a very long time though. If anyone interested in the game, or even interested in me maybe recording how the game is played in the video, leave a comment and let me know you're interested. Maybe I'll try to figure out how to record that and put it on YouTube. Anyways, so back to Headquarters World War II. So right now it's just a demo, so actually has a time limit also. I think it's going to expire in a few days. So of course I downloaded it, and I would like to try it out with you guys, just to show you how this game is like, and have fun while I'm doing this. This demo contains training sessions and the first battle of the German campaign. The real game is going to be, of course, much bigger. Yeah, there will be 3 campaigns. We'll be able to play from the United Kingdom's perspective, United States, and the German perspective. So, and there will be skirmish mode, there will be multiplayer mode for up to 4 players, and there's going to be a random map generator, and there's going to be a map editor too. So I expect a lot of fan-made maps going to be available. Would be fun. Well, okay, so let's start with training. Right, use WASD to move the camera, use Q to rotate the camera clockwise, and E to rotate it counterclockwise. Use the M key to set the camera to the default position, and when we hold down Shift key, camera goes into free mode. Okay.
Glad you could join us, Captain. The Jerrys are all over this sector and need to be pushed out. With your impressive record, you're just the man I want leading the charge against them. North Africa was a while ago, though, Captain. So I'll be with you all the way to make sure your skills haven't got too rusty since then. Good luck.
Right, to select unit, you need to move the mouse cursor over the unit and click on it with the left mouse button. To deselect the unit, click on it one more time and press the escape button. Alright. Here.
Now you can get our chaps moving. We want to take back some ground on the Jerrys. So your first task is to secure a staging area for our forces. Taking control of this village is as good a place as any to start.
Right, to move the unit, use the move action. Select move on the unit actions panel and right click on one of the highlighted tiles. Alternatively, you can simply right click on any empty tile within the move area of the unit. Okay. I can zoom in also. Rotate. Move the camera around. Ooh, 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 ooh. Look at that. It's a Sherman Firefly. Awesome. So this is basically a Sherman tank, which was land leased to the United Kingdom, and they actually replaced the gun and put their more formidable 17-pounder gun into the Sherman. So is because at that point, these earlier in the days, but we're still talking about more like, you know, I guess 1943-ish. The Sherman's only comes with a short barrel 75mm gun, which you know, good for firing HE rounds for anti-infantry, but the armor piercing capability is not that strong because of the low velocity. So you know, they can kind of do the job, but they have to be very close range to the enemies, especially with the stronger Tiger tanks, you know, or the Panther from the German. So the British sees there's a need to have a stronger gun. Meanwhile, you know, the United States at that time, they were trying and you know, developing a stronger gun, but they were not ready yet. So the British decided to squeeze in their stronger 17-pounder gun, you know, as a total artilleries. It's been proven to be quite effective. So, but the problem is that gun is actually pretty big. So what they end up doing was they have to turn the gun, basically, you know, the breech and the rest of the gun inside the turret, you know, sideways. So turn it around sideways in order to fit the gun in the the Sherman turret, because it was, as you can tell, it's not that big. And they did added this, you know, the bustle in the back to so they can, you know, push the turret, not the turret, sorry, the radio into this space, so makes some more room inside the turret. They also got rid of the bow gunner or the radio operators positions right here, or the assistant driver sometimes, and use it to store the bigger ammunitions needed for the 17-pounder. What else? Oh, one other thing they didn't show here is after that, you know, they decided to deploy the Firefly. Because of the obvious longer gun, they become a you know, more important threat to the German, because they know that, you know, the Sherman looking tank, which is a Sherman, but with the longer gun, actually has a much higher chance of defeating their Panzers, right? So they become high priority when it comes to, you know, the Germans. You know, they want to take them out first. So the British, they didn't show it here. At some point, they actually start to paint the barrel with some camouflage on the, you know, the half of the barrels, you know, from the gun tip to the half of the barrels that would be painted, you know, with a darker camo to kind of disguise that the gun is has a longer barrel. So, you know, if you look up some of the pictures of the Sherman Firefly back in the days, back in World War II, you would see that some of them actually have that particular camo, you know, on the gun. You know, half of the gun would be painted black, or like a black and some zigzag pen to try to hide the fact that they have a longer barrel gun, the stronger gun, so they won't be you know, prioritized as a target. I wonder if they have it here. No, I don't think. No, I don't think they have that in particular. These are just camo that applies to the entire tank. But anyways, yeah, this is one of the things about this game. You can customize the look of your tanks. At least give it different camo. Alright, which one do I like? Let's try this one. Let's try this one. Oh, while we are here, let's take a look at other aspect of the tank. So you can see that there's defense ratings or armor ratings for each tanks. So front armor for the Firefly is 90, and back armor is 40, side armor is 40, top armor is 25. So there'll be more explanation in terms of armors during the tutorial also. But just want to show you this for now. And of course, the Firefly is for this game at this level. It will also show the crew that is manning each tanks. For the Firefly, there are 5 crew members: the commander, driver. Wait, that's not true. As I was just saying, the Sherman Firefly actually have only 4 crew. There's no assistant driver. Well, there's a gunner and loader too, but there's no assistant driver. So I'm thinking it might also due to the fact that this is for game balance. We're gonna see that later in terms of the tutorial is gonna explain how basically the health, so to speak, of the survivability of a tank is being considered, and any units in general. So there's an impact in terms of the having one more crew in a tank. So we can also see that there's an accuracy rating. The Sherman Firefly has 120. There's a high explosive attack rating. It's 20 for the Sherman, for the Firefly. Armor piercing attack rating is 120. And there's a range, which is very important because this determines how far away we can hit our enemy. And you know, for a unit which has a longer range attack, you can attack the enemy before they can even, you know, shoot back. That's very important, as we're gonna see. There's a spotting rating of 10, and there's a camouflage rating. There's a movement point, 6 for the Firefly. There's morale. There's the number of attacks, and there's the number of reactions. We're gonna see more of that explained during the tutorial also. And for each unit, there will be basically an upgrade path or a level up path, and you know, as we gain experience, we're gonna basically gain you know, up to 3 stars, and each star we can pick different skills to increase different aspect of your unit. And each tag also has different types of skills, and we're gonna see that explained a little bit more later. Alright, let's continue the tutorial. So, right click to move.
See that Jerry assault gun watching the bridge? With him in the way, we won't be able to advance much further. Fortunately, he's got his back turned to us. That's exactly where we want to hit him. Armor is generally more vulnerable in the rear than the front, so use that advantage when you can. Now, put a shell right up the back of him before he wisens up.
Attack. To attack the enemy, right-click on the enemy unit within the line of fire. You can also select the attack action on the actions panel, and then right-click on the enemy unit. Units have 2 attacks available by default. When your unit attacks the enemy, there are 4 possible outcomes based on your accuracy: crit, hit, graze, and miss. This indicates how accurate your attack is. Your attack could also be deflected if the enemy armor values was too high. You see a combat prediction in the top right corner of the screen, and if you want a detailed overview, press the C hotkey to toggle between combat prediction modes. Alright, so yeah, this is quite, you know, I like the fact that they, in terms of the possible outcomes of your attack, right? So it's not just hit or miss. So there are 4 levels, and critical hits that you're gonna do more impact on your particular hit, or regular hit, or it could be graze. So you did hit, but the impact would be small, or complete miss. So it's not just a simple of hit or miss, right? So there are 4 levels, so kind of, I guess, take the total randomness out a little bit. So it's not gonna be like either good or absolute disaster or complete miss. So you have a chance of grazing the unit, grazing your enemies also. Or, it could be you're super lucky and get a crit. So, it's not a bad thing. So, and you can see how they're calculated when we move the mouse over, like this. I have my tank selected, my Sherman Firefly in this case, and I highlight the enemies at the upper right hand corner, whoops, as you can see. And we give like a combat predictions here. So if I press C, you can see more details, right? So we have a 50% chance of a critical hit, which will do 5 damage, or 36% chance to hit, which will do 3 damage, and 14% chance of graze, which would only do 2 damage, and a complete miss in our case will be 0%. In that case, of course, we're not going to do any damage. So we can see how they're calculated further down, right? So your movement and your target's profile has an impact on the result. The range is a factor being calculated. So, in terms of the amount of damage that your enemy would receive, based on your unit's attack. In this case, since it's a armor unit, it's going to be armor piercing attack. The range has a factor, and enemy armor, the attack angle, enemy armor, and you can see that since we're facing his side and back at an angle, so it's considering both his side and back armor. In this case, is 50 side and 30 back armor. And then the attack angle, and then it calculates adjusted armor based on the angle of the attack also, and the resulted total armor. So that becomes the damage modifier, and that's gonna be applied to the damage that my tank can inflict. So yeah, that's quite interesting. And in terms of the damage that we talked about, right? So why is it maximum is 5? Because in this case, as I was talking about, it's based on the number of crew in the unit. In this case, you know, the Stern Panzer IV has 5 crew member, right? So each point of attack actually would take out one of its crew. So that's why I said, you know, the fact that for Sherman Firefly, they have 5 crew member instead of the historical 4. Probably because of the same reason, because if Sherman Firefly only has 4 crew member, and you know, if you follow the history and give the Sherman Firefly only 4 crew member, that means kind of translate to just 4 hit points for the Firefly, and which would make it significantly weaker too. So maybe that's why. I don't know. That's my guess. But anyways, the Stern Panzer. So you can see this frontal armor is 130. So if we are even with a Firefly is shooting it from the front, we're gonna have a much harder chance of defeating his armor, right? So we should be glad that we are actually caught him by surprise. We flanked them and we can shoot it from the side. Anywho, so what else we want to talk about? I think, you know what, let's just proceed. So we have a 100% chance of hitting this tank, basically, right? Because we have 0% chance of missing. And as we saw, the worst case scenarios is we're gonna graze it, we'll do 2 damage. Best case scenarios, we're gonna, you know, have a critical hit and do 5 damage. So let's see. Oh, that Stern Panzer IV just went up in flames. Both units have 2 attacks and 3 reactions, which allows them to make 2 attacks per turn and up to 3 reaction attacks during an enemy turn. Using each attack also reduces the number of available reactions by 1. So if you attack 2 times per turn, the unit would be left with 1 reaction attack. You can make a second attack right now to try finishing off the enemy unit.
Excellent work. Reinforcements are joining you now in the village.
Core and non-core unit. In campaign mode, the troops under your control can be core and non-core. The core units are the ones that are transferred to the next operation, while the non-core are auxiliary units that are available for this mission only. You can see that core and non-core units have different shapes of their unit icons. So the core units have kind of like a V or chevron shape at the bottom, I guess with some additional, you know, decorations on top. And the non-core units are a little bit, you know, dimmer and not as flashy icon. When you lose core units during the battle, they are replenished after the battle if you're victorious. Your goal is to finish the operation by completing the primary objectives, and if you lose some of your troops during the battle, which is to be expected, then these troops will be replenished to allow you to continue the campaign at full strength. So that's not a bad thing, so you don't permanently lose your core units. That's definitely a good thing, because it's part of playing these games at the campaign mode. You start to grow attached to your units, right? Especially your core units, where you took them through battles, have them gain experience, and have them upgraded, right, from earlier battles, cheap light tanks, into eventually a late year World War II, heavy armored, good guns and big tanks.
You'll have to clear the wreckage of our old Jerry friend out of the way before we can advance over the bridge.
Any mechanized unit is able to remove the wreck of a destroyed vehicle. To do this, move your vehicle next to a wreck tile and use the Clear Wreck ability. This ability has a move points cost equal to the cost of moving into the wreck tile. So Clear Wreck cannot be used if there are not enough move points. Okay, so now, actually I just been given another Sherman Firefly in particular. So the first Firefly that I used is considered a core unit. The second one is a non-core unit. So I'm gonna move my. So before I move, let's see. I want to show this. Right, I'm trying to move my second Firefly unit, but my first tank is actually blocking its way, so it's limited places where it can move. So which means I need to move my first Firefly first. If your units run out of move points or attacks, click on the end turn button to pass the turn to the next player or AI. Simple enough. And after we move, you see this like a little circle rotate icon, so which means I can rotate my tank even at the end of my turn. As I mentioned, the the position of your tank of our tanks are very important, because as we already saw that each tank is given different armor values or defense value, for each side of the unit. Right, the frontal armor is usually the strongest, so we want to make sure at the end of our turn, or in general, even when we're moving, ideally we would like to face our tank in the direction of where we think the potential threat will be. So I am thinking our enemies is gonna be on this side. That's why I want to point into that direction, face my tank in that direction at the end of my turn. So now my second Sherman Firefly can move up too. By the way, I think these Fireflies as a little bit in terms of all these track links. I mean, during World War II especially, tankers did basically slap on anything that they can get their hands on that onto their tanks, if they think that would provide additional protection for their tanks, well, and for themselves, of course, who are sitting in tank. So track links are one of the commonly used applique armor, basically, back in those days, right? So but this one really has a lot. So I don't know if I've seen any pictures of World War II tanks where they found so many track links to attach to the side and the front. But these are not the strangest applique armor. back in the days, you would find pictures of tanks with, wooden logs on the side and the front. Some of the wooden logs are not some. The wooden logs is also a second usage because that could, especially in muddy or snowy terrain, they can help the wooden logs can help the tanks to get out of a ditch or a puddle of mud or deep snow. There are also tanks that they have sandbags that hung on the front and side, even concrete. Yeah, some of the tankers actually pour and concrete on the front side of the tanks. They build some sort of racks that would hold this concrete. They kind of help, especially for heat rounds or basically shape charges, right? Because they would make those shape charges detonate not on top of your actual armor, right? That would dissipate some of their explosion. But those things are extremely heavy, right? So that gives them other problems because your tank now becomes heavier, slower, and it's going to be even harder to cross muddy terrains, so but that was done. It was better to move slower but survive, right? Anyway, so I guess I'm done with all my movements. I'm gonna hit end turn. Alright, so there's no enemies around. I will keep on moving. Let's move my...
One of our scout units is hiding nearby.
Oh, okay.
These chaps always have their eyes on the field, so you're probably going to want to hear what they have to say. Link up with them as soon as you can.
The icon above the units indicates a unit's type. It also shows the remaining attacks and movement. Now have a look at the crew bar at the top of the unit icon. In campaigns, the color of the crew bar means the following. Your units are blue, your allies are yellow, and your enemies are red. In skirmish and multiplayer modes, the color of the crew bar corresponds to the player's color. So, so my own units that I control are blue, and allies are yellow. So what are allies, right? I think in this game, allies basically they are friendly units, but they're not controlled by the player, me. So we actually have to get close to these ally units, right? These yellow units, and before we can control them, right? When we get close, they will turn to blue, and we will be able to control them. So let's get to our ally units. Now, yeah, one thing is, well, kind of like in real life too, wherever you go, it kind of feels a little bit nerve-wracking because we haven't located our enemies yet, so they could be hiding in any of the bushes and waiting to ambush us. So be careful of where we move. During your turn, oh, something already happened. I wish that they actually stopped this, stop the game when they have these tutorial pop-ups. Something actually happened already in the background. So anyways, during your turn, enemy units can automatically attack your unit when it enters their line of fire, making an Overwatch attack. Each Overwatch attack reduces the number of the enemy's reaction attacks. If the enemy unit runs out of reaction attacks, it can no longer Overwatch. Additionally, if you attack the enemy unit, this unit can no longer overwatch this turn, regardless of other factors. Alright, so to avoid overwatch, do not enter the enemy's line of sight, ensure it has no reaction left, or attack it with a long-range unit, such as mortar or artillery, to temporarily disable its ability to overwatch. You can also attack from outside the unit's overwatch angle to avoid being overwatched. The overwatch angles depends on the turret type. Infantry units can overwatch and return fire at a 360-degree angle. Units with no turrets can... Units with turrets can overwatch at a 90-degree angle and return fire at a 360-degree angle, while units without turrets can overwatch and return fire only at a 90-degree angle, make them vulnerable to attacks from behind. So this is kind of what happened earlier, right? When we fired at the Sturmpanzer 4, the Sturmpanzer 4 doesn't have a turret, so it basically can overwatch and return fire to enemies only in front of it at a 90-degree angle. Since we shot him on the side towards the back, it wasn't able to return fire. So that's why we were able to take him out so easily without taking any damage.
That bugger caught us off guard. Our crew is seriously injured now and won't be as effective in battle going forward. I'd suggest reinforcing the crew before Jerry wipes them out for good.
Crew. When your unit is damaged by the enemy attack, it loses some of its crew. All units have 2 to 5 man crew. Every crew member provides the unit with some capabilities that are lost when this crew member is out of commission. When a unit loses its last remaining crew member, it is destroyed. You can restore a unit to full crew by clicking with the left mouse button on the reinforcement HQ skill icon, and then right mouse button on the unit to restore its crew. Note that all the HQ skills have a few turns of cooldown. So that kind of explained what we're talking about in terms of the, what crew represent in a tank. It kind of represents its health, right? For other games, they're hit points, right? So for this particular game, each unit has 2 to 5 crew members. This including the infantry units, right? So, and for a tank, it seems like it's gonna have 5 most of the time, and each crew, in this case, for the tanks especially, has different names and they have different functions, right? Commander, in this case, let's see, I think what does it say? I saw it before. Here, spotting. So with the commander lost, right, the spotting of my my Firefly has been impacted, took a negative impact, right? So let's say if my driver is lost, then this movement will be reduced. Probably driver assistant too. Looks like driver assistant is going to impact both the looking at the icon is going to impact both the movement and the view range or spotting. And for gunner, it's going to impact accuracy of the gun, and for the loader, it's going to impact the amount of attacks that we can have. Right now we have 2. If the loader is dead, I think it's going to reduce its attack to just 1. So anywho, as we were just saying, turning every corner could be dangerous. Immediately, we found out how true that is. We got ambushed by an enemy. What is that? A Panzer 3E. So, I mean, Panzer 3E, by the time they're facing Sherman Firefly, is not a big threat, you know, frontally, you know, especially at range, because the as you can see, this Panzer 3E, the armor is pretty weak, right? It's 30 frontally, side and back, and yeah, its AP attack is only 45. Yeah, with its 50mm gun. Range is only 7, right? Compared to the Fireflies. Firefly, yeah, the AP attack's 120, range is 12. You know, at long range, you know, the Panzer 3E wouldn't even be able to hit a Firefly, but in case for an ambush, close range ambush like this, so even though a Firefly took a hit. So, as the tutorial explains, we can actually kind of replenish the health of our tanks. In the terminology is to recruit the tank by using, at the right hand side here, there's a little headquarter specific skills. In this case is reinforcements. So, but it does have a cooldown. So, so this is one way to heal, so to speak, our units, but we can only do it once every 3 turns. Oh, let's apply this to
the ranks are
Firefly.
remanned. Our lads are ready to fight again.
All right, so let's shoot back. Let's shoot. Can we? Wait, we can't shoot back yet. Can we? Oh yeah, we can. 100% 2 to 5 damage. They can shoot back at us 100% too, but they looks like they can do 0 damage because our armor are significantly better than their the gun, basically. Oh, we also took it out in 1 shot. We got a critical hit. Alright, let's keep moving. Different types of terrain influence the unit's parameters and the move cost. For example, vehicles cannot pass through rough or forest terrains. You can hover over a tile and see terrain info at the top of the screen. Terrain, buildings, and obstacles can provide extra cover, armor, and camouflage bonuses, making units in the tile with them harder to find and harder to eliminate.
Our scouts have spotted a couple of Jerrys holed up in the neighboring village. They must know our allies are on their way soon. Clear out their trap before then. Oh, and maybe try using your scout skills to avoid any nasty surprises this time. They're handy at spotting any sneaky buggers.
Alright, every unit has an action panel. There you can see all possible actions for this unit. The most basic actions are move and attack, but there are more. Units could gain access to even more actions by learning new skills. Right now, you can use the scout action to search the area around the scout unit, locating all enemy units nearby even if your line of sight is blocked. For example, you can locate enemies hiding behind a building or forest tower without moving next to them. Okay, so let's select our scout unit. They do have 5 crew members, quote unquote, it's at least 5 members. They call it crew in this game. So we have 1 commander and 4 soldiers. Movement points is 5, and this is the action bar. Right, you can move, do an attack, do a suppress, swap position, and board on a transport, assault, scout. Cooldowns 1 turn, activation costs 1 attack, radius 3 tiles. And each can also throw a smoke grenade. What is this? This is a whole fire. This actually removes all units Overwatch for this turn. I don't know why we would do that, but it's there. So we can actually move our scout into the building. That would give him a little bit more protection. Aha! We spot another Panzer 3E. So, well, while we're here, so if we, you can see that if we move up one more tile into the open row, right in front of the Panzer 3E, you see this icon, which is pretty obvious, but this icon would definitely give us a warning that if we move out, we're gonna be, you know, engaged in combat. So, oh, I think we ran off. Wait, hold on a second here. Cooldowns 1 turn, activation costs 1 attack. We didn't use anything. Don't know why we can't use the scout action. Weird. Let's move over here. Oh, we spotted another unit. So this is Kubelwagen. I think people probably have seen this. The basically German Jeep. I mean, it has a pretty iconic look. We've probably seen it in movies. But don't underestimate them. They do have a machine gun. So they have 3 crews, driver, 2 drivers, and a gunner. So yeah, they hit pretty hard actually, especially against infantry. So, oh, I can't move my Firefly anymore. I can still turn. Can move my second Firefly. Move it up here. I'm gonna point it in this direction. Okay, let's enter. Alright, so keep on moving. Let's come here. So we're gonna remove this rack and we will attack this Kubelwagen. Each unit has a morale indicator. Every attack against a unit lowers its morale, even if the attack was a miss. When the morale indicator it drops below 50%, the unit becomes demoralized and will not be able to attack or overwatch, but would still be able to return fire. If the morale drops to 0, the unit will retreat 1 tile away. Any subsequent attack against the retreating unit will rout it. If the enemy unit has good cover, one way of dealing with it would be routing. You can use the Rally HQ skills to restore morale to one of your units. Okay, so morale is a factor too. So now, when we enter this tile, of course we're gonna get a reaction attack, or overwatch attack from the Kubelwagen, right? But the Kubelwagen couldn't do much, couldn't do anything against our tank, because you know it only has a machine gun, albeit a good machine gun, but you're still dealing with a, you know, a tank with decent armor. So, well, we will, however, have no problem attacking or damaging this Kubelwagen. So I'll just let it reaction fire at me again. But okay, let's look a little bit deeper in terms of what reactions is or are. So reactions indicate the number of times a unit can react to to the enemy's actions during the enemy's turn. There are 2 types of reactions, overwatch and return fire. Overwatch is a reaction to enemy movements within the unit's line of fire. Return fire is a reaction to an attack against a unit, firing back at the attacker. To make a return fire, the unit has to have at least 1 reaction attack left and have the enemy unit within this line of sight and return fire angle. Note that every attack the unit does during its turn also reduces the number of reaction attacks. For example, if a unit was attacked twice during its turn, it would have only 1 reaction attack left, enabling it to either overwatch or return fire. If the unit did not attack during this turn, it would normally have 3 reaction attacks left to use for overwatch and return fire attacks during the enemy's turn. The overwatch and return fire angle depends on the turret types. Infantry units can overwatch and return fire at a 360-degree angle. Units with a turret can overwatch at a 90-degree angle and return fire at a 360-degree angle. Units without turret can overwatch and return fire only at a 90-degree angle. So we kind of saw this before, right? Something similar. So the Kubo Wagon, as you can see, use both attacks. So now it only has 1 reaction. So if there's no reaction, right, I could actually use the MG machine gun team to attack it. Oh, actually I can. Looks like it's not going to hit back. Never tried this before. Right, it's not shooting back. Huh. You know what? Let's try it. Yay. You know what? Let's finish him with my Sherman Firefly. Ouch. Didn't stand a chance. Okay, so my Firefly is done. That is my first Firefly. So let's move my second Firefly over. Following closely. Too bad can't move any further. Alright, I think I'm done here, although I can move my infantry up again and can spot the Panzer 3E again. Looks like, I think with this, see the eye icon with a strike. So yeah, camouflage for the scout is 7, and since we're inside the building, it has +6. I'm not sure if that means. So hold on a second here. So it's 13, and the Panzer 3E has spotting of 10. Maybe that's why Panzer 3 cannot even spot our scout unit here, right? Because otherwise the Panzer 3 probably should have fired at the building, right? I don't think it can see my scout unit here. So I have 13 camouflage. Meanwhile, the Panzer 3's spotting is only 10. So I'm guessing that's how it works. But if I fire, of course, if I fire at the Panzer 3E, which is the stupid thing to do, the Panzer 3 may be able to take a overwatch, or not overwatch in this case, reaction attack back at me. So I'll stay quiet. Alright, so the question is, can I somehow... Oh, wow, I can't. Oh, okay. I can't move because I need to remove the Kerbal Wagon's rack first. One thing I'm still not sure is like, is there a way for me to enter? I guess not. So every time when I enter an intersection, crossing the line of fire from an enemy, as long as they have Overwatch, they will be able to fire at me. Right, so I think it's good when we have artilleries or other means to, as mentioned in the tutorials before, to basically remove the Overwatch from an enemy. You know, like artillery attack, a long range attack that can remove Overwatch from an enemy before we move a unit into his line of sight. So I guess I'm gonna be taking... I'll be taking some damage. Yeah, it's bad things. I give it my side also, side armor, which is significantly worse. So now, not very good. I got pretty bad damage. Right, I lost my driver, gunner, and loader. So you can see I have no more movement points. That's not good. I only have 1 attack left, 2 reaction, because I lost the loader. What else? My morale definitely went down. My accuracy went down by 30 because my gunner is lost. Wow, yeah, that's a pretty bad hit took there. So let's fight back, and now at least we oh, we got a crit, looks like. Good. Yeah, we got a crit damage, so took it out 1 shot. Units gain experience when they deal damage or destroy the enemy units. Once a unit has enough experience, it gains a level up. Each new level gives a small boost to the unit's parameters and allows one to learn a new level up skill. To learn the skill, go to the level up section of the unit info screen and select the skill. Alright, so I guess my primary or core Sherman Firefly just gained a level, like, you know, gaining a star in this case. So let's give it a level up. So right now, my Sherman Firefly is considered a medium unit, so I can drive through medium obstacles. Oh no, medium means I can drive through medium obstacles. May not actually means it's a medium unit. I'm thinking of water tanks, medium tanks. The unit with high profile is easy to spot. The enemies get a beneficial target size modifier when firing at it. So yeah, the Shermans in general has very high profile, so it's easier for an enemy to target. So you can clear rack, can repair track, right? You can repair a damaged track to remove the broken track penalty. Unit deals damage to buildings and obstacles, and this unit can storms the enemy position in an adjacent tile and occupies the opponent's tile if the enemy unit is eliminated. The attack is calculated differently and depends on the AP attack and morale of both engaged units. Alright, and the units gain 10 morale and 5 accuracy for each level, I guess. So we can also pick 1 more skill. So either the unit's morale is increased by 50, or the unit gains 20% accuracy. So I like accuracy. Morale is not bad too, but I like accuracy. So I'm gonna pick accuracy. Alright, I'm gonna be more accurate. That's good. Can't move anymore because I lost the driver. Lost some movement. So I guess I'm gonna be stuck here for now. Alright, meanwhile, my second Sherman can move up. Too bad being blocked by my first Sherman. So, but in one more turn, I should be able to reinforce my first Sherman Firefly. So meanwhile, let's have our scout unit move up. Alright. Anything else? Let's stop here for now. And end turn. Alright. So let's reinforce my Firefly number 1. And let's move up.
The village is clear. Excellent work. Just in time for our support to join the party too. The road out of the village leads up to a hill. Securing some high ground will make the defense of this area much easier. Get up there and lock this village down.
Alright, elevated terrain increases your unit's combat parameters. Each level of elevation provides an additional bonus to both spotting and camouflage. Most importantly, it also increases accuracy if your unit is higher than the enemy unit based on the elevation level difference. Last but not least, attacking from a higher position means the attack would partially go against the top armor of the enemy vehicle, which is usually the weakest. And that is why attacking the enemy units, generally, especially armored ones, from elevated terrain is generally quite advantageous. Yep, makes all the sense, right? Getting high ground is good, just like Obi-Wan Kenobi says. Alright, so we also gained a few more units. Pretty cool indeed. So what do we get? Well, what have we just what have just joined? My my platoon. I got a M18 Hellcat. Awesome. Wow. Okay, so a quick comparison to the Sherman Firefly. The Hellcat has much better mobility, as 11 movement points instead of the Firefly's 6. And okay, the AP attack is slightly worse, 110 compared to the Firefly's 120, but it does have better spotting, right? 12 instead of the Sherman Firefly's 10, and it also has, I guess, the default 2 camouflage. Right, I guess being a smaller, lighter, smaller, and well, sneakier tank destroyer. And what else? What else? I also got a self-propelled gun. Self-propelled artilleries, basically. M7 Priest. So, oh, I forgot to say that both the Firefly and the Hellcat has 12 range, but our artillery has 20 range and has better AG attack. Not as good armor attack with AP. So it also has 12 spotting. Cool. What else do I have? I have now have a.
But a bulky unit like that won't get too far on its own. Try loading it onto a truck to make it more mobile.
Right. You can use transport vehicles to carry infantry and non-self-propelled units. To place a unit into a vehicle, move the unit to a tile adjacent to the transport unit, then select the board action and right-click on the transport. Both board and drop off actions have a move points cost. The board action cannot be used if there are not enough move points. Okay. So looks like I have a AT field gun, the QF 25 pounder. All right, so it's a kind of light anti-tank gun, but still good enough. Wait, actually no, 25 pounder. Yeah, 25 pounder actually is pretty powerful. Never mind. So is let's see. His AG ability is 55. AG attack, sorry, is 55. AP attack is 40 only. Huh. Alright, so this is more like a field gun, not anti-tank gun. Range is also 20, and spotting is 12, and it does have 2 camouflage, being a infantry field gun. And last but not least, we have a half-track crew or troops or field gun transport in this case, and that's a M3A1. Okay, accuracy is also 120. It does have some AG attack, so with the machine guns on top, that's the M2, the Deuce 50 caliber machine gun. You know, pretty iconic, and does have some AP attack, 15. Range is only 6, just like any most machine guns. Spawning is 12 and 2 camouflage. So now we also spotted one enemy, in this case in the form of a Panzer IV-H, one of my favorite World War II tanks. I mean, Panzer IV is definitely not as sexy as a Tiger, but it's the workhorse. It's, you know, the fact is the German probably, you know, would have done better if they, basically use all the resources and money that they build Tigers and build more Panzer IV instead. But anyways, that's a totally different topic. So the Panzer IV, let's see, frontal armor is 80, side is 30, and back is 20. AG attack is 24, AP is 100. Now, very important thing is its attack range is only 10. So, being at elevated terrain, it has 12 spotting. And camouflage is 2, again, being at elevated terrain. So, the fact that it's 10 range, right, is important because my Hellcat and Firefly both have range 12, sorry, and my artillery is range 20. So if I'm far enough, 12, or at least 11, I should say, hexes away from the Panzer IV-H, it won't be able to shoot back, even if I shoot them. So, alright, so let's move up. Let's move up my Sherman first. Move this guy away. Move one more. So now if I move one more tile up, you see that the kind of slowly flashing red line means I have line of fire to the Panzer IV-H. But I don't think it can shoot back because the towel doesn't have the the explosion icon. So this is the range advantage. So I can fire it and it can shoot back. And so that's one way to do this. Another way to do this, I can, as far as I remember, right? If I attack it with something, artillery in this case, that should make it lose its Overwatch, right? How do I know about Overwatch? I'm not sure. Well, it does have 2 attacks. It does have 3 reactions. So let's see. I'm gonna bomb it with some artilleries. Alright, 2 crit. Oh, wait, critical damage. Critical hit with 2 damage. So nice. So what does it say here? So no Overwatch here. Okay, so that's what it says. Where it says no Overwatch. Commander lost. Driver lost. Right. Awesome. So now even if I move in range of the Pensive Rage, it won't be able to fire at me. It may be able, yeah, maybe still be able to do reaction. So, all right, you know what? I'm gonna finish it. Try to finish it with my Firefly. Boom. Oh no, it's not dead yet. So, oh, just a graze. So who did I take out? Yeah, I took out one more person. Took out the gunner, I guess. All right, one more shot. All right. The 4 is dead. So now I'm gonna send up my scout a little bit at least. Alright. I'm gonna have to move up my Hellcat. Oh. Firefly is in the way again. Alright, so I'm gonna move it to the side. Hellcat up, but to the side. So try to reduce the traffic jam. Second Sherman. Let's move up. Alright, who's next? M7 Priest. So let's move my... Wait, can I? Oh, the other way around? Wait, how do I board? Ah, here we go. So let's load up.
Perfect. Now we can quickly get our artillery where it's more useful.
Yep. So now... M3A1 half track can transport my artillery up. Yep, I think I'm all done here. Alright. Finish all the turns. Alright, let's move. Thing is, I don't even know if it's safe to move up yet. Let's move my scout up a little bit. Alright, scout attack. Spotting is 18. Alright, so what is the scouting range? Is it anything, within line of sight, I guess? I mean, as long as there's no obstacles, basically wherever I can see, and there's no elevated terrain. Oh, yeah. Or is it the red line that is showing how far I can see? That's something I need to look up. Yeah, what's the red line? is a red line, does it represent is V range? That doesn't make sense though. I should be able to see these tiles right in front of it. Or right in front of them. Okay, alright, let's keep moving. Alright, assuming our enemies coming downhill, so let's make sure our front is facing that direction. Alright, my second Firefly. Okay. Should I move it up here or here or here? Oh, my Firefly, I mean my Hellcat can't move up anyways. Alright, let's move up here. Face forward. Hellcat. Alright, let's move the Hellcat in the... What is this terrain considered? High vegetation. What are those numbers represent? 1100. Forest is 1000. High vegetation is 1220. What do they mean? There's some explanation here. Okay. Alright, let's move my Hellcat up over here. Alright, my priest. Get up here. Track. Alright, let's get up here. Alright, and turn. Okay, nothing happened. Spawning Hellcat. Okay. My scout has to move through open field. Could be dangerous. Oh! Crap! Crap! Oh, they miss. Someone's actually hiding in this building. Darn it! What are they? Riflemen. So a rifleman team here. Right, so who's gonna start firing? I mean, artillery should be best. But it's only 38% though. Why is that? Seems a little bit low. Oops, seems a bit low. There's no positive multipliers, but a bunch of negative multipliers. Range minus 4%. Seems to be standard, but they have cover minus 60%, and target profile is also low, I guess, so that's another minus 20%. Okay, so that's why it's only 38%. Wow, the breakdown is 12% chance to hit, 0% chance to crit first of all, 12% chance to hit, 27% chance to graze, and 61% chance missing. Alright, how about my Hellcat? It's slightly better. Firefly? Almost the same. Alright, I'm gonna just... Wow, yeah, very bad chance of hitting with my scout team. Alright, let's start with all the artilleries. Miss, lost some morale. Oh. So my chance of hitting has increased a little bit. Why is that? Because of the lower morale? Oh, consecutive shots. So that's where I gain a 10% positive multipliers. I mean, yeah, just basically zeroing in one position. Cool. Ah, missed again. Yep, that didn't help much. Let's see how they're doing. So they have exposed position. A little bit of terrain still. I think I'm destroying that building. It's definitely making a difference. Yeah, now the hit chance has been increased. Oh, missed again. Keep missing though. Still not doing any damage. Definitely removing, slowly destroying the building. You know, hopefully it means... Yeah, the cover's been lower. Right, before it was minus 60%, now it's only minus 40. That's the, I guess that's the building's partially destroyed. And it's consecutive shots, so I have a higher chance to hit in this case. Okay, the building is destroyed. 2 hits. Their morale is really low now. Right, it's only 41. Alright, so okay, my Firefly is mostly hasn't been fired yet. Let's do that. 100%. Alright. Alright. That unit has been destroyed. So let's move my Firefly up here, because you only have 1 reaction. He runs into enemies, that's not a good thing. The second Firefly, on the other hand, doesn't fire yet. But that's all how far it can travel. Alright, let's keep on keeping on. So is this is considered clear? Oh yeah, there's I thought there were some trees here. Nope, there is no tree. So let's move it up here. Alright, I don't want to move up too much because there might be with a roll like this, I can almost imagine, you know, that's how, you know, enemy would set up an ambush. Alright, with a long straight row, probably down here somewhere is gonna be a field gun or you know, a hidden tank or something. Right, so let's stay here. I mean, Hellcat definitely has an advantage when it comes to range and spotting. Right, so this is how we're gonna turn the tank. Alright, let's move up. Field gun also. Well, the thing is, I mean, I can do indirect attack, so technically doesn't even have to bring it over the is this little hill here, and I should still be able to fire at enemies in town. So I'm just gonna bring it up here. Alright. Hopefully there's no ambush. That's gonna be ambush, but alright. All the movement completed. So move my scout up.
You've successfully captured the hill. The Jerrys will have a hard time breaking down your defenses now. Seems the Jerrys want to put that theory to the test anyway. An enemy counter-offensive is on its way. They're trying to recapture lost ground. Hold them off.
Armor. Unlike infantry, all vehicles have 4 armor values: front, side, back, and top. Usually front armor is the strongest, while back and top are the weakest. Keep that in mind when attacking the enemy armor units. However, you should also think about when you position your own units. You can use the rotate action to position your units correctly before passing the turn to the enemy. Yep.
Don't let up our position on the hill either. Can't give the Jerrys any advantage in this battle. We have infantry awaiting your command too. They'd be perfect to capture control of the enemy supplies inside that windmill. And note, I said capture the windmill. Don't turn cowboy on me now and start showering it with artillery. A heap of flaming rubble is no use to us at all.
Alright, units occupying a tile with a building gain additional armor and cover. However, most buildings are destructible and the bonuses they provide decrease when the building becomes damaged or destroyed. Destroyed buildings no longer block line of fire, but they still offer some cover bonus, although it's lower than before the building was destroyed. Alright, so I have now 3 commandos unit. Right, so range is 5, and I need to take out this rifleman unit inside the windmill. How are we gonna do this? So these guys, I just have to go on a frontal assault. Right, I gotta beat him by number. Of some trees for coverage, for cover and camouflage. But this guy has this thing inside building. Well, my commandos do have better attack or damage value. I have the same chance of dealing damage to them, then same amount of damage from them too. So let's do it. Alright. Oh, okay. Yeah, basically suffer the same amount of damage. So let's fire again. Oh, we missed. Darn it. Oh no, this doesn't sound good. We missed a hit. Oh no. Alright, so at least now they only have 1 reaction left. So, oh, missed again. Come on, commandos. Oh, they missed 2. Okay, now we can attack. We can attack without worrying about getting a shot back. So if we move here, can we do assault? Assault. %. 2 damage.
Our troops have claimed the enemy supplies in the windmill.
Whoa, 8 hits? Wow, okay. Alright, we took that. That's a good thing. So let's keep on moving towards the town. So, yeah, I don't think it can climb. So, can't climb through this cliff face. Guess we have to go around like this. They still move? Nope, they can't move anymore. Okay. Back to the fun part. Right, how are we gonna do this? So I'll move up my Sherman. Oh, that's my first Sherman, never mind. And I am going to move my half track here. And I'm gonna drop off my artillery here. And I am going to, can I pick? Can I mount my scout unit onto the half track now? Wait, nope. I thought I just accidentally ordered my my scout unit to attack my half track. Oh no! I accidentally ordered my scout unit to throw a smoke grenade at my half track. Jeez, what the heck am I doing? Alright, never mind. Can't even move my scouts anymore. What's going on here? Can't move into this. Alright, I'm confused. Anyway, I'll move my artillery here. Can't be my scout. I kinda... Oh, okay. Ah, no. I don't want to move it up. Shit. Oh my god, I'm such a noob. Alright, and I just accidentally swapped position with my Sherman too. Yep. Okay, alright, stop falling around. I just wanna rotate, not swap. I get these two buttons confused all the time. Rotate. Okay, here we go. And I cannot mount. Because I thought... Is it because I threw the grenade by mistake and used up my action point? Okay, alright, you know what? Can I move? Can I move up here? Alright. Rotate. I wonder if this rack is actually providing cover for me. I don't know. We'll find out. I'm gonna rotate my first Firefly. Rotate everybody face that way because they're most likely coming in that direction from the town. Alright, let's enter. Oh, crap. There's a tank. There is a tank. What kind of tank is that? Oh, I destroyed it. Overwatch works. What did I destroy? I can't even see what I destroyed. Alright. So, infantryman, where can you go? You know what? I think I should just send my scout in this direction. To scout ahead. Or I can, well, I can't move my half track anyways. Right, let me send my infantry up, scouts. So, camel high vegetation. So, you know what? I should send it up here. Is this? Yeah, this is considered a forest, right? So. Alright, so I do have decent camouflage. And +2 spotting. So I haven't spotted anything yet. Let's move my half track up a little bit. You know what? No, I'm gonna move. Let's keep them here. Let's move my artillery back down the hill. Same as this artillery. Oh, can't even move. Oh, I can't move at all. Alright, I'll leave it here for now. I hope, you know, I'm on the other, kind of on the other side of the ridge line here. It means enemies from here cannot shoot these two. Well, we'll find out soon enough. Meanwhile, send the commandos up. I want them to scout out the town before I waltz in with my armor units. I'm quite sure there are more, you know, AT guns or tanks hiding in ambush. Alright, okay, actually I forgot that my reinforcement is up too. So I can reinforce my commando, or should I save it? Nah, let's use it now. Okay, so next turn. Just wait here for now. Oh! Oh, what did I spot? Another tank! Oh my god. Oh, it is a Hetzer. Oh, nice. Oh, there's one more tank. What the heck? Wow, okay. Wow, all these tanks. So, let's move up my commando. I hope I can spot them from here. Because Overwatch is for turret, the unit is only, tanks is only 90 degree in front, so it should not be able to fire at me with Overwatch. Oh my god. Alright, there's the 2 tanks coming. There's this Panzer III, and I don't know what this is. Unknown unit. Crap. Can I? Wow, I'm gonna suffer more damage by attacking them. Oh, I might have to sacrifice that commando unit. Well, I have some. This is forest here, right? It's clear. So these guys move in the clear. So stay in the forest. I don't have line of fire. Well, all these are non-core unit, auxiliary units, so technically I'm a bad commander. Technically I can sacrifice them. Alright, so can I fire this guy? I can, but I don't even know what's the deal in terms of my chance to hit, and there's no, what should I call it, can I move? So what if I move my scout up? Oh no, I can use my scout ability, right? Radius is 3 tiles, so I will be able to spot this guy. Yep. Oh, it's a stuck. It's a stuck. 3G. Again, there's no turret, so crap. I wish I have something to flank it right now. So what's its range? Its range is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it can definitely fire at my Hellcat if I try to run around and flank it. No, no chance. So with that being said, oh, huh. Looks like I can't shoot back because I lost the driver, gunner, and assistant driver. There's only a commander and loader. Spotting is bad. Yeah, why? Looks like I cannot even shoot back. It's still a reaction, right? Does it? Yeah, it does have 3 reactions. There's no more movement. Oh. So... well, because if that's the case, can I shoot at the guy behind, the Panzer 3E? No. Alright, so... ah, oh, if I move my Hellcat here, I can shoot both of them. And same if I move my Sherman here, my Firefly. Oh, I think it's just an angle. My first Sherman can only fire at the stock Sturmgesuit. Yeah, let's finish him. Nice. Stuk is out. Alright, so move my... I want to move my Hellcat first. Right, because if I move my Sherman up here, I don't know if it's gonna block my Hellcat. So I'm gonna move my Hellcat here. Looks like I will not get a reaction shot from the Panzer 3E. And Panzer 3E's range is only 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Yeah, it can't even fire back. Good. Awesome. Oh!
Good job on repelling the Jerrys.
Oh.
Having the high ground killed their chances from the start. Now to follow up with our own counterattack. Finish them when they're down. The remaining Jerrys will try to regroup in that village. Capture it before they get the chance. But be careful. They'll be battling desperately to hold on now.
Objectives. To find the location of your objective, click on its name in the list of objectives. And the camera will automatically move to the tile of interest and highlight it. If there are several such tiles, you need to click on the objective name several times. Each new click will highlight the next tile of interest. If your objective is to kill an enemy unit, which has not yet been discovered, then the tile will not be highlighted. There are 2 types of objectives, primary and secondary. To win the battle, you have to complete all primary objectives. Completing secondary objectives is optional. They will give you extra prestige you can spend in managed units after the battle. Completing all secondary objectives will also grant you an extra award and an extra skill point for the officer's skills. Awesome. Alright, so what's next? Oh, wait a second here. There's a tiger! Oh no 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 no. This is the Tiger 1. So Tiger 1 frontal armor is 100, side armor is 80, rear armor is also 80. Even the top armor is 25. So it's high profile, clear rack, it has tank machine guns. So the unit's HE attack is increased by 25 if the enemy is within 4 tiles. This unit can drive through heavy obstacles, penetrate damage building, can also do overrun. Accuracy is 120. HE attack is 28, and as mentioned, if it's within 4 tiles, it's gonna be increased by 25. Wow, it's 53. AP attack is 130. Wow. Okay. Range is also 12, so it's the same as my Sherman Firefly and Hellcat. Spotting is 10. Alright, so that is my high priority target. So my Hellcat. Alright, my Hellcat is out of range. So let's bombard it with my artillery first. So let's move my spotter up a little bit too. Well, need to take care of these guys, but they're definitely lower priorities compared to the Tiger. So once I took out the Tiger, my tanks can move in freely. So, artillery. M7 Priest first, 100% only do 0 to 1 damage. Crap. My 25 pounder, same thing, 100% but only 0 to 1 damage. I mean, even if I can take out some of his crews to reduce its capabilities, I call it successful for these 2 artilleries for now. Alright, so M7 Priest go first. 0 hit, deflected, 1 minus 1 morale, crap. Oh, 1 crit, 1 morale. Okay, I mean the 2 morale is nothing, but 1 hit is good. He lost his commander. So his spotting's been reduced, that's good. Priest is done. 25 pounder. Zero hit again. Deflected. Grace. No damage again. Only reduced morale by 4 and kill the commander, that's all. Alright, so do I have a shot? No, I don't have a shot. But I can shoot at these guys. You know what? I am going to move back. To keep a safe distance from the Tiger. And I'm gonna hold my fire just so I can have more reaction shot. I can still have 2 reaction shot and Overwatch. So is the red line the Overwatch range, so to speak? Anything enter the red would incur Overwatch attack from my unit? thinking maybe that's the case. I think maybe that's it. That's what the red line represents. Right, so if the tiger moved here, I should fire at him with using Overwatch. So, kind of set up my trap. Rotate. I mean, against a tiger, my Hellcat's frontal armor of 30 is not gonna do jack squat. But, you know, you never know. But the thing is, I never capture this point. Alright, let me just capture it. Oh, I did capture it. Is the British flag. Never mind. Alright. Let's move my half track back. Rotate. Okay, I think I'm done. Well, this turn at least. Let's see what's gonna happen. Hopefully my ambush trap is gonna work on the tiger. Yep, the tiger is moving. The tiger is moving. Tiger's on the move. Oh, it's not taking that route. Oh my god, it's trying to take out my commandos. Shoot. Oh, you sneaky bastard. It's gonna go take out my commando. You son of a gum. You son of a freaking gum. Oh no. Commando is dying. Oh no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Alright, good job. Took out one of them. Oh! My Firefly Overwatch is working. Whoa, what the heck is that? Oh, is that a mortar? There's a mortar back there too. Back, is that here? From here? It's probably from here is where the sandbag is. Okay, so first of all, the tiger. I need to take out the tiger. I need to take out the tiger. Does it still have Overwatch? It has only one reaction left. So Audie, can you do something? Try with Audis again on the tiger, or start to bombard this infantry. Oh my god, my commando units are not doing well. Not at all. Alternatively, I can move my Sherman down. So here. So the only way I can shoot the tiger is move down basically the same line. Right, so can I start with I can't move here. This is not a tile. This tile is messed up. Okay. Alright, let me move. Oh wait, my second Sherman auxiliary Sherman also gained a star. So let's level up, give him some more accuracy. So I will. So Hellcat is gonna go here. So second Sherman is gonna go here. First Sherman is gonna go here. So I'm gonna start with. I'm gonna go with my second Sherman Firefly because it has better armor, so can potentially take a hit. Rotate. Fire. 100% 1 to 4. Okay. Not too bad. So good. One grazed. Let's fire again. It's not even shooting back. Alright, 2 hits. Nice. So it's almost dead. It's almost dead. Alright, so who's gonna finish him? Could be. Alright, let's finish it with the Hellcat. Go Hellcat. 100% 1 to 3. Yeah. Okay. He's dead. Nice. Nice. Okay, now that the target is gone, hopefully there's no more armor units. I don't know yet, but I'll start with what we can see. So we will bombard these guys. Remove their cover. Shoot again. Oh, miss both. Alright. 25 pounder. So I have a better chance to kill them now because the building is partially destroyed. Oh, still missed. It's 50-50, it's 55% now. Oh, they lost a lot of morale. I think that's why they have 0 morale. Yep. All right. So. Oh, and we spotted the mortar unit inside that building. How do how do mortar fire inside a building? I don't know. Alright, so this is high vegetation. But I will have high ground too, do I? Alright. This is clear. Yeah, let me move to the high vegetation at least. %. One grazed. Oh, they routed. Okay, good. So, can I move these guys inside one of the buildings? Yes, I can. Because, yeah, they're dying. Wait, what? Oh, it captured that point. So let's take cover inside that building. Or you guys can take cover inside. Oh, you can move all the way here. So you guys take cover inside this small house. But everybody has some cover at least. So my scout's gonna move up to, I mean, should be safe behind this building. And maybe it's safe for me to move my Sherman up, but probably not this Sherman. Yeah, because this guy has more reaction. Let's see. Right here. Alright, I'm gonna rotate it 45 degree in case anyone comes out from that direction. Hellcat. My Hellcat, I'm gonna move it all the way down here. No, behind this building. So, I don't know, in this game maybe I should have just moved it down here, and so I have line of sight, the line of fire all the way down through here, so in case something come up I can attack immediately. But well, let's make it safe for now. Alright, I'll move my second Firefly down here. So yeah, I think this is my Overwatch is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, my range is 12, so the effective zone of my Overwatch is all these highlighted red cells or tiles. So I can, oh, I'll just leave the artilleries here, they're safe. Alright, and turn. Oh, what's happening? Oh, okay. Yeah, as expected. Firing these guys most open and in this line of fire. Alright, they missed though. Alright, so my scout. Can my scout move into this building? Now move. Let's move these guys up first. So if they can move in here without anyone, so that, you know, basically this is the last unit. These guys are the last of their kind. Oh, my Sherman can only move this far. Yeah, the Sherman's kind of slow. Hellcat's faster though. How fast? How far can my Hellcat go? Only up here. Alright. So I don't think my tanks can do much more. You know what? Let's start with some bombardments. One grace. Another miss. So, and 25 pounders. Let's go pound. Let's go pound them. Oh, they're dead. They are dead. Are there no more units? I think that's it. I think that's it. So let's move my scout up here. Just to be sure. Yeah, that's it. My one health guy can take the objective.
Outstanding job, Captain. Your reputation is well deserved. Time to get you to the front lines. Dismissed.
Yay! Flawless victory! We lost 0 units. We killed all the enemy units. It's pretty cool. We faced Hetzer, Stuk 3G, Stern Panzer 4, Panzer 4H, 1, 2, 3 Panzer 3E, and the Tiger 1, plus Kubelwagen, 2 Kubelwagen. I think this is one of the ones that came out from the village from the ambush. We kill them before even identify them. They exploded before we can even see them, identify them. And 3 rifleman units and 1 mortar unit. Yay! Nice. Alright, so that is the training. Next would be the campaign. So that's basically the meat of this demo. So let's get started. So there'll be 9 missions for each of the 3 nations when the full game comes out. Doesn't seem like a lot, but I think one of the things about the strategy games published by Slitherine, they usually have a lot of DLC with basically more campaigns, more missions, and more features later. So the base game doesn't sound that big, but I guess we can get a better sense after we finish one scenario or 1 missions and see how long each mission is gonna be. Alright, the first mission, or the only missions in the demo, is from the German perspective. The first mission is named Allied Invasion. Get your people ready, Captain. The Allies have started a full-scale landing operation across the coast of Normandy. According to the information we received, they have managed to capture a few of our coastal fortifications. You are sent as a reinforcement to a garrison of the Atlantic Wall, which is currently under British attack. Get in communication with the garrison, find any leftovers of our forces, and take the coast back. So, can we see the map? Can I zoom in the map? Nope, I don't think that works yet. So, difficulty selection. The enemy won't be kind to your mistakes, but... Oh, okay, that's the challenging difficulty. That's the default, apparently. So, it's described as the enemy won't be kind to your mistakes, but if you want to test yourself, why not make it challenging? So everything is 100%. That's the expected difficulty. Storytelling. This is a game, a piece of historical fiction. Doesn't need to be difficult or daunting. If you're here for the story, out of curiosity in history, and not for the technical challenge, then this mode is for you. Accuracy and damage, 150%. Enemies' accuracy and damage reduced to 50%. Reasonable is your units will have higher damage and accuracy than your foe. Choose this mode if you want to keep it on the easier side of the challenge. My accuracy and damage will be 120%, enemy accuracy and damage will be 80%. Insurmountable. Walls are rarely fair, just like this mode. The enemies are better at shooting and killing than your units, and only your ingenuity can secure victory. Do you have what it takes? So my accuracy and damage only 100% only, but enemy accuracy and damage will be 120%. And we can also do custom. So let's change the percentage. Whatever way we want. So guess I'm gonna do challenging, because that sounds like the game is designed, you know, to be standard. Yeah. Let's start.
Captain Colt's here. You'll be following me into a counterattack today. The Tommies have breached the Atlantic Wall and pushed through the beach defenses, forcing our men back past this village. Our enemies cannot be allowed to remain in Normandy, much less that village. We will drive back the Tommies by recapturing these key points. It has already been a day of unacceptable losses for the fatherland. We must make sure the tide turns here.
Okay. I'm not sure why the Germans speak with British accent. Anywho. Alright, so this is my startup army. I have one machine gun team. In terms of infantry, one rifleman team and one flamethrower team, one scout team. Each comes with a Opel Bliss transport truck. I also have a Kubo wagon and a Panzer 3E and a Panzer 3N. Alright, doesn't seem like a lot at all, but again, those are units in blue, right? So there are also a whole bunch of units in yellow. So those are our allies, as we talked about. Those are units on my side. Those are all German units in this case, but they are initially not controlled by me. So my first objective is basically to move my units close to them to basically recruit them, so they will be under my control. But it is gonna. I have a feeling I'm gonna lose some of those units, because, like, for example, these guys all the way out there. There is not a chance I can reach them in 1 or even 2 turns. I think it's this guy set out to die. Alright, and this kind of, so close to the enemies too. So these guys, the rest of the guys, I have a better chance of contacting and recruiting into my command. Yeah, I would need them. So yeah, a whole bunch of MG units, a bunch of riflemen. Yeah, that's, if I could recruit all of them, my army size is gonna double. So that is absolutely my first objective. Meanwhile, my second objectives, I think I'm gonna try to take over this. This is I think that's the secondary objectives for this match, or this scenario, or this mission, is take over these objective point. I think these are supposedly fuel outposts or something. So there's also a bunch of basically fortification here along the coast. One of them is attached to this fuel outpost. There's one more fuel outpost here. Right, so I think that these two will become my secondary objectives for this mission in general. Yeah, they have the silver objective icon, floating icon, whereas the 1, 2, 3 golden objective floating icons are my primary objectives for this mission. As I was saying, there are a whole bunch of these fortification or bunkers. So I believe I can take over them, but I'm not sure if I want to. Because if I take over them, they become prime target for all the landing parties. Even though they do provide pretty good defense and protection for the trip there, but they're still kind of sitting duck. I don't think I have enough firepower to fight back. So I'm not sure if I want to take them over, or just basically maintain my first line of defense along all the houses here. First row of houses along the coast. So that's, I mean, the second line of houses could be an option too. So I take over all of the second line of houses, or I'll maintain my defense line along the second line of houses. So enemy has to come into rather close range, right? Either coming through here or, you know, shoot me from other houses. I mean, that would work if these houses are kind of damaged or destroyed, would give me an advantage. I don't know. I think I'll probably take over kind of the first line of houses as my first line of defense. Anyhow, it's getting late. I think I should end my stream here. I will continue this scenario, this mission tomorrow night, same time. So, ladies and gents, thank you so much for watching me play this potentially one of my future favorite strategy game. If you're interested in seeing me actually playing the tabletop miniature game Axis and Allies miniatures, let me know. If there's enough interest, maybe I'll try to do that. Please remember to like and comment on my videos, and if you haven't already, click that subscribe button on my YouTube channel especially. That would really mean a lot to me. Please take care, stay safe and healthy, be kind to each other. See you next time.